I made a clickbait video. The thumbnail was good, but the title, oh boy. And the results? 16% click-through rate on day one, 10% click-through rates for months, and it now has over 1.2 million views. But here's a twist. I didn't grow my channel the way I expected. So should you do it? I mean, my comment section was still full of love. My like ratio, weirdly good. So here's what happened. And the one thing you don't know that happens when you go viral with a clickbait video. Because my clickbait video has the following stats. A subscribe ratio of 0.41%. That means 4 subscribers for every 1,000 views. Second, a click-through rate of 8.3% on 11 million impressions. And third, a clickbait ratio of 20.2. Now, before I explain this clickbait ratio, take a look at my other non-clickbait video, which has a subscribe ratio of 0.43%, almost identical. Second, a click-through rate of 5.3% and a clickbait ratio of 12. So what does a clickbait ratio of 20 mean? Well, for every 20 people who clicked, only one converted to a subscriber. I say clicked because your subscribe ratio is based on the views, whereas your clickbait rate is based on impressions. Because here's how you calculate your clickbait ratio. You basically divide your click-through rate by your subscribe ratio. And by the way, if you want high click-through rates like me, then download my free thumbnail templates to create thumbnails like this, and this in minutes for free. Anyways, a high clickbait ratio often means that the thumbnail title combination is very strong, high click-through rate, but the video content doesn't match what was promised or doesn't motivate subscribing. Because a high percentage clicked, but a low percentage subscribed. That's what this clickbait ratio is about. Now, another thing that I look at is my dislike ratio. As you can see, mine is quite good for a clickbait video. Now, before I explain why it is so high for a clickbait video, is a clickbait video even worth making for you if it gives you 1 million views like mine? Well, here's another one of my videos. A subscribe ratio of 2.3%. That's not 4, but 23 subscribers for every 1,000 views. Big difference. A click-through rate of only 4%, but a clickbait ratio of 1.7. That's significantly lower than the 20, but also it has much less views. So here's the thing. The third video was on a different channel than the video 1 and 2, but that channel has so much more returning viewers, almost 25% returning viewers versus only 17% on that other channel, and much higher average view durations from those returning viewers, which shows me that non-clickbait videos result in both more returning viewers also watch the videos longer, which causes a flywheel effect. Because with every non-clickbait video you make, you get a higher average view duration on future videos. Of course, other things play a role as well. You get the point. So my answer to the question, is a clickbait video worth making, is another question, which is, did it lift my channel overall? Traffic to other videos and more quality views on future videos. Now I get it, this sounds complicated, maybe. I don't know. But so if you want my simple answer, I think creating one clickbait video that gets 1 million views is worth it. Because the views your channel gets on the videos after the blow up is almost always worth it. You get a higher baseline views. At least that happened to me and many others. But now you may think, I don't want to be known for clickbait videos, right? Even if it's just one, it doesn't feel right. Well, I hear you. I have the same. But know that you can create a clickbait video that still has a comment section full of love and a like to dislike ratio, which isn't bad at all, like mine, which has almost 95% like to dislikes on a clickbait video versus 95.3%, which was my channel average. Now, if you wonder why that happened, well, even though I clickbaited with the title and the thumbnail, the video itself made people feel good. That's my assumption. And that taught me a big lesson that I've not heard from anyone else. You can clickbait as long as you make the viewer feel good in another way within your video. For instance, you can bait someone into a restaurant with those flashy signs, that they Photoshop and they show to tourists in any touristy destination. But if the meal tastes amazing, even though it's not the same as the pictures, aka clickbait, then you would still leave happy, probably come back to the restaurant, right? And that's why it's not about the sign, it's not about the video title or thumbnail, it's about the experience once they are inside. So make good food, make good videos, and may you experiment with a clickbait title and thumbnail. I run my experiments with this tool, with hourly A/B tests and all of these metrics, which is how I got changes like this. I will leave a link below to the tool. I pay like $30 a month for it, but I get it. If you hate paying for subscriptions tools, just like me, then just get my free Google Sheet with 70 plus free YouTube tools. Not sponsored, not affiliated. I will leave a link to that in the comments. Anyways, this may leave you with the question, how do I make a clickbait video that actually gets 1 million views? Well, comment the word click below, and I will send you 3 honestly insane methods I used to blow up that you can replicate in your own videos. That being said, if there's one YouTube setting that honestly I found out about too late, it is this one. I wish I knew it before my clickbait video blew up, because I left significant money and views on the table. I talk about it in this video. See you there, or not. Talk soon.